Hey guys, Ryan Skaggs here. Um, Forgive the COVID haircut. I have not been to the barber yet. I believe they're open. I don't even know anymore because our governor keeps changing things and changing his mind and stuff on stuff that's going to go on. So I'm not quite sure yet as to whether the barbers are open. And normally I have somebody cut my hair, but they haven't had any hair trimmers. So um, so that's why the hair is a little scary at this point, and the COVID beard. I did a really bad thin down job the other day. I'm going to finish it out later on this afternoon. So I'm going to look a little different for the video that you guys will see tomorrow. But you guys have been wondering where I've been. The short answer is I've just been enjoying life. COVID, has kind of had us all backed into staying in our homes. And when I get out, I get out and enjoy time with, the people in my life. And, so I've been enjoying that. I, I'm trying the pre-recording video aspect of things because I don't want to disappoint you guys anymore when it comes to doing the lives every day. I will probably do a live in some form or fashion, but motivational messages may end up being pre-recorded. I may end up doing them in lives. I don't know. It'll just depend on the day, I guess, and kind of what's going on. The last time we talked, I talked to you guys that new opportunities were on the horizon for me. Those are still there. It's going to be a couple of different opportunities. I'm going to be doing a couple of things that are not necessarily geared toward a motivational speaking aspect, but I want to do some training type things for people with disabilities. And I'm going to be doing some dog training again on a very limited basis. If I can get a good enough breeder of that breeds a dog that I like for service work, then we're going to be getting another service dog. For those that are wondering about Atlas, he's still here. Let me see if I can't flip the camera a little bit. I don't think I actually can in this particular scenario, or in this particular scenario here. And because I'm doing a pre-recorded video, so so you guys may not be able to see him as easily because of the way the pre-recording works. I'm doing this on my iPhone. If you guys know how to show me how to flip the camera during a pre-recorded video, leave an answer in the comments below. But I'm going to be doing some training. I'm going to look at a Social Security related program called the Ticket to Work program. I'm going to go to the Social Security office maybe this week, maybe next week, depending on what's going on here with everybody around here. And then I'm going to learn the parameters of that. So that may be a journey that I bring you guys on. Just so I can kind of give an understanding of the Ticket to Work program for those that are on Social Security but want to work. So maybe you can get on like supported employment versus full Social Security, or maybe if you're going to make enough money, you can get off of Social Security altogether. For a lot of people, you have to make a lot more money off of Social Security than you made on Social Security to be able to offset the cost of like insurance and certain things that have to go with going to work. Um, but that may be a program that I get involved with. I'm going to be doing some limited canine training. I have um, I have a longtime client of mine that we're dog shopping for. I also have a new client that I'm dog shopping for, as well as dog shopping for myself. So it is dog palooza around my house right now. Like, I don't have a bunch of dogs in the house. I've just got Atlas at the moment, as far as dogs go. So, for right now, we've got Atlas. So this is like sort of the calm before the storm, as I may be bringing a puppy into the fold. And you guys know very, I'm very shy when it comes to puppies because I just tend to do better with something with a little bit of age on it. Um, and then I'm going to have to dog shop for this longtime client of mine. And then, and then we're gonna and then go from there as far as get them the puppy and then get me a puppy and then, but I'm having to go through different breeds and different breeders, so that's a process. The breed for two of the puppies has been picked. You guys know I'm a German Shepherd guy. If I can talk with a couple of specific breeders I've been looking into, um, uh, and if I can talk to a couple of specific breeders I've been looking into, and see what costs are and things of that nature, and then see if even the breeders, because one of the breeders is also a trainer, see if she'll even get us through the rough stage of being a puppy, and then uh, go on into allowing us to have an obedience trained dog, but then me do the service work for myself, and then for potentially another potentially another client, and then go from there. I do have clients or people that wanted to be clients of the dog training pages or of the dog training business that may be a little bit done with me, and that's okay. I mean, like I said, I've been taking time to just enjoy things when I can, because I mean, COVID has had all of us really in, kind of indoors for months. Uh, I've gotten out more in the last couple of weeks to do things, but just in general, I don't go out much. I can't tell you the last time I walked through Kroger, just because I walked through Kroger to get some dog food a couple of weeks ago, but it was very, very late evening. There was hardly anybody in there, and I didn't even necessarily want to walk through Kroger, but I was asked to go with somebody, so I did, and that's fine. But starting Monday, we're going to do um, the 7 days of videos again. I've never really done 7 days of videos. I've said many, many times I was going to, and this is part of the reason why I'm trying to pre-record some videos and schedule them for posting. And then, because I don't want to disappoint you guys, I want to ratchet the content up um, on uh, on the platforms that I use, and the two platforms that I use are Facebook and YouTube. Um, the videos that are pre-recorded or live will go over to will be posted on the motivational speaking page. Some of them will actually be posted on the canine page as well, and then they will all also be posted on YouTube as well, so that uh, we can kind of try to get the following on the YouTube side of things up, and then try to get and then try to ratchet up the content so we have more people that are engaged on the Facebook page as well. Um, as of today, there are 300. There are a little bit over 300, or no, there are 393 people that are fans on the Facebook page. Thank you guys for sticking with me. I've lost some people over the years and the months or whatever, but thank you guys for sticking with me and being interested and looking at my ugly mug every day. A lot of you all, thank you all for that. Particularly right now because I am looking all kinds of awful. And just know those of you that know me personally and maybe in my family or whatever, know that I am healthy and know that I'm okay. This is just, some COVID stuff, and you know, uh, and we're slowly fixing, the COVID beard, the COVID haircut. Um, I will be getting back into the fire departments. Currently, I am on two fire departments. I am on the Paineville Fire Department in the north end of the county, down toward Paineville, Kentucky. I am also on Meade County Fire Department. Um, I will be doing some things with each of them, but I'm also trying to, slowly kind of dive. Like I said, I'm slowly kind of trying to dive back into the workforce. Um, there is going to be some training that I am going to go take that's going to make me an instructor in a couple of subjects, and then I'm going to um, offer those classes. Um, Offer those classes for anybody that wants to take them. Price wise, sometimes they'll be free, sometimes it'll be a little bit of um, sometimes it'll be a little bit of a charge, depending on how far I have to travel to take the class. Like if I get 8 or 10 people that want to take a specific class in Louisville, I'll travel to Louisville to teach the class. Um, and then I will. I will then, charge a little bit for somebody's travel and maybe me some food, and then give me a little bit on top of it, but it won't be hundreds of dollars for this particular class or even thousands of dollars. And then, depending on how far I take some other training, if I'm even allowed to take some training to make me an instructor, then I'll become an adjunct instructor for um, a specific discipline. Where I will talk about those later when I know for sure what I can do, um, and or when I'm or what I know or when I know for sure what I can do and whether I can instruct them. I will actually do a separate video on both the classes and both the disciplines I'll be allowed to teach. If it's just one, I'll do a video on one. If it's two, I'll do a video on both. But but I'm working on trying to make this not even necessarily a motivational speaking page or a disability related page, but I'm also trying to show everybody through my journeys that um, I can, that you can change your life and you can do something different. Because a lot of people constantly have to hear that the things they want to do are beyond them. And for some people it is, but you can find something in a similar field. But I want to be the person that goes out there and proves what you can do with a little bit of work and a little bit of determination. Um, but the big thing that I want, that I'm for sure going to do, is that I am going to, um, and like I said, I'm going to become an instructor. I'm going to attempt to become an instructor in two types of medical disciplines. We'll talk about those. And then I'm also going to, as a continuance of the disabled but never a victim kind of thing that I did earlier this year with taking my concealed carry permit, class, I want to take a martial arts class that people with disabilities can do. It's actually using a cane. So for those of you with disabilities that require a cane, and sometimes I do, I don't carry the cane because I think it makes me a target. But this particular cane, and once I learn how to, how to better defend myself with that particular apparatus, then I will probably use a cane more, not all the time, but particularly because you guys know I have my concealed carry permit. I took that class earlier this year with my friend Valerie, and got my concealed carry permit. But there are still certain areas that either A, I don't want to carry a gun in, or B, I just can't carry a gun, but I can carry a cane, and that makes me a little bit more safe, and I'm okay with that because as people with disabilities, we are historically bigger targets for those that want to do us harm or want to rob us, and this is and in these hard times, there's a lot of robberies and a lot of different things going on, and it's just a sign of COVID. People are out of work, this kind of thing, and I mean, crime's kind of on an uptick, particularly in a town that I used to live in. Crime's particularly on an uptick, not here in Brandenburg, but in Louisville, crime's on an uptick because there's just a ton of civil unrest. I lived in Louisville for about 4 years and always felt safe. At this particular time, I don't feel safe to even remotely go to Louisville unless I'm carrying or I'm with somebody that's carrying or that sort of thing, because it's just not become safe, and it's just the way of the world. It's getting that way everywhere. I heard a list the other day. Somebody read me an article about the least safest places in Kentucky. Louisville was not even on the list, but places like Mayfield and Bowling Green, and places like that, places that you would never expect to be unsafe or for people to feel unsafe, that people feel unsafe in. So, at this particular time, I feel it is my responsibility, just as a human being, to and a human being with a disability, to try to learn and try to be a champion for those people with disabilities that are disabled but they don't want to be a victim. I said in the original video that for some reason people just seem to think people with disabilities just kind of deserve to be victims, and that's not okay. I mean, they don't deserve to be, and that's not necessarily what everybody has said. But when you try to say that people with disabilities shouldn't own guns or shouldn't do this, shouldn't do that, then you're basically saying that they have that because they're disabled, they have to be a victim. No, I'm sorry, that's not the way the world works. That's not the way I worked. And then when I started this motivational speaking thing many, many years ago, this was a problem, and it was always in the back of my head. But with everything that's been going on here recently, and when you start reading statistics that people with disabilities are at times highly, how should I put it? Have crimes happen to them at a higher rate, then this is a problem. and me as a champion for those with disabilities I need to show that people with disabilities can defend themselves with training. I'm going to be working with Mike Lewis, my firearms instructor, to do some probably do some disability related training firearms videos. I'm going to work on getting him on YouTube as well, so his following will grow a little bit. And then, of course, he's got a massive following in this area and in Florida where he's currently residing. He sells holsters and different things, but my big thing for me is to be a champion for those with disabilities that wish to have the right to defend themselves and wish to have the tools to defend themselves, and then to assist my buddy who is like extended family to me in getting his thing going, because we're going to try to help each other get things going. He's going to assist me, and he's been a real good assistant to me and a good friend, so I'm going to do for him. And then we're going to go from there. As far as the YouTube channel, I still need your guys' help. I decided that instead of starting a whole new YouTube channel for this business, I'm going to just repurpose my personal one. It's still going to be very random over there, but I need a channel name. I can change the channel name, but I need you guys to help me figure out a good channel name. And then, so leave your suggestions for that in the comments down below, and I will see you guys. On Wednesday with another video, and I hope to talk to you guys soon. Love you all. Thank you to all 393 of you that are fans and friends that have stuck with me. None of this would be possible without you all. God bless you all, and have a wonderful day. Bye.